Good morning, guys. I am here with the Adventure Cruise. We've got Cole and Emily behind me here. They just purchased their dream boat, a liveaboard, a Leopard 44. Is that right, guys?
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
1644.
They are getting excited to start their travels around the world, and just putting the boat through its paces have found some issues with the fuel tank. So they called me out today. We're going to take a look at it, and they've been kind enough to come on camera with me today and show me a little bit about their boat and kind of tell me their story, and we'll go from there. So you guys, you mind doing a quick intro? Just tell
Not
me
at all, yeah.
who you are
Absolutely.
and what your story is.
Yep,
sure.
we're Cole and Emily Cruz, and together we are the Adventure Cruise because that's our last name, C-R-E-W-S. And ever since we started dating more than 2 years ago, we're now married, we have dreamt of travel and adventure. So
That's awesome.
it just seemed fitting to go the sailboat route. I'm from Tennessee, Cole's from Florida, and has always loved the water. I've always loved the water in my time visiting Florida growing up as a child. So we're excited to travel and adventure and tell the stories of the places we go and the people we meet along the way.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, it's good to meet you guys.
Nice to
and
meet you.
Thanks. Well, I really
excited
appreciate
to-
you coming out because
Oh, yeah.
we are literally 29 days as of today before we leave the dock with our travel plan to never turn around. So, you know, it's really important for us to have this boat in spick and span order,
Tip-top shape,
tip-top
yeah.
shape. So we are thankful for you to come out on a Saturday morning and help us out with this. So.
Sure. All right. Well, let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Let's hop aboard. Flip this around. All right. Beautiful
All right,
white
so-
cockpit.
Yeah, it's great. We absolutely love this boat. I call it the unicorn boat for us because it literally matched it. You know, checked all the boxes of the boat we were looking for. Anyone that knows that you're getting ready to leave on a trip of any time knows that the boat's going to be crazy and messy because we're trying to get everything put together and organized. And
Sure.
so come on in. Let's show
Okay.
you what we've got going on. So this is a 2016 Leopard 44. Has what they call the milk interior, and it is an owner's version, which for us was a
Three cabin instead of four.
correct.
Okay.
Yep. So three berths, 3 heads. So we'll come down to the starboard side, which is the owner's side, and we do have the bed pulled apart so that we can get to the fuel tanks.
All right.
But this is the fuel tank that's given us the most problem right now. So we will open it up and see what we can figure
That's
out.
great access. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to see. Anyone who's watched my videos, we're always looking for that elusive sending unit. All right, I'm here with Cole in the master stateroom. Is that right?
That's right.
And the fuel tank is right here. Just getting the sending unit out, and luckily no issues there. So this boat is beautifully labeled. Every one of the valves has a label. All the access is great. So pleasure to get to work on one of these Leopards. So anyway, going to get the wands out, run everything to the machine, and hopefully get started polishing the fuel here. Okay, so we've got all of these hoses hooked up, and I don't know if you can see behind me. Luckily we had a porthole, a hatch where we could run the suction line straight down into the tank. And then to clean out the lines, always like to pump out about 5 gallons. That's what the drum is here for, just to make sure everything's clean before we start recirculating back into the tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started now, and you should be able to see, all right, we've got diesel flowing, and we're gonna let that prime up all of our filters. And what we're gonna see here is our sight glass as it rises up, and if we have any water, this is where we'll start to see it. This is how I know the filter is getting primed up. Once it gets completely full, we'll start flowing back through that hose, and we'll get everything primed up here. Okay, starboard tank is done. Quite a bit of algae in that tank. I actually ended up draining it into drums so I could get in there and see everything that was going on, and quite a bit. So glad we got that all vacuumed out. They haven't been having any problems with the port tank, but going to do same process over here and polish everything, and hopefully no issues on this side. But so far so good. Getting a little warm out here, but should be done in the next hour. All right, time to do the port tank. good. It's a beautiful diesel. Look at their electrical setup. It's
I'm so sorry.
pretty amazing.
Yeah,
so
so
your
right
solar's got almost 1,300 watts.
Yeah, but we're down 2 panels. They're working on the panels right now, so I'm expecting that to go over 2,000 in a day like today.
Wow.
Generator's bringing in 3,300 watts. We currently have our batteries are 63%, and then this is the load that we have right now, which is basically just
On the
very
inverter?
small,
Okay.
very small stuff.
And
on
then
it.
what kind of batteries are they? Lithium or?
Yeah, so we have 1,000 amp hours of lithium batteries.
Wow.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ought to give you everything you need to live off
Yeah,
grid.
we've actually been sitting in this marina while the work's been getting done all week, and only running battery power. We have not been hooked up to shore power. I've turned the generator on, basically to act as a hot water heater.
Sure. Yeah.
To just so we have warm water to take showers with. But,
now the inverter, will it run the water heater, or is that just too much?
Yeah,
It
no,
will?
the inverter. We have 2 AC units. It will run both.
That's
AC
incredible.
Units. So this boat is
What a cool
100%
setup.
ready to go off grid, and that's one of the reasons why I call it the unicorn boat for us, because it really checked all the boxes.
That's awesome, man. Quick little walk around at the bow. You can see this boat is just massive. Generator running right now, and you can barely hear it. Some northern lights. Freshwater tank. And downtown St. Petersburg skyline in the background there. So these boats are manufactured in South Africa. Cole was just telling me. So very cool. About 15 minutes in on the port tank. Probably go another 10 or 15 minutes. This one's looking really good. And button it back up. Like this, fresh or saltwater fish. All right, we're all finished up here with Cole and Emily. Both tanks cleaned out. A bunch of algae in the starboard tank. Port tank looked pretty good actually. So feel comfortable sending them on their way. Cole, you want to tell me real quick what's next for you guys?
Yeah, so we have the YouTube channel. It's The Adventure Cruise, and Cruise is our last name. It's spelled C-R-E-W-S. And we are actually leaving. We're actually in the Sarasota area, but we brought the boat up to St. Pete for some work. But we're leaving Sarasota just in 29 days from now, and we'll be heading to do the Caribbean loop. So we are super excited, and hopefully not turning around. So.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
man. Excited for you guys, and thanks for showing me your beautiful boat and your new
of
home.
course. Thank you for
And,
coming and helping us, and definitely check our channel out. We will be sharing all of the stories of the people we meet and the places we go.
Okay, so all finished up for today. Just a quick summary. It was great to meet Cole and Emily and learn about kind of everything they've got planned to do with their boat and everywhere they're planning on going. So very cool, very good people. So fun to get to see that particular boat. The Leopards are absolutely beautiful and well made. So that was a pleasure, and be sure to check out their YouTube channel. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video, and that's all I've got for now. We'll see you next time.